Now, with that being said, I want to hear from some of you guys. I want to, who do I have that's new? Keelan, do you mind telling me where you're from, what your short-term goals are, and what you do for a living?
From Miami. Short-term goals, getting back into the rhythm of things. I've lost 60 pounds a couple years ago. My work is extremely stressful, and I gradually gained that 60 pounds back. And I stopped running. I'm half marathons, and I want to get back into that. So I think that's my goal.
Nice. So what do you do for work? What's so stressful?
I'm a pastry chef.
Oh.
But I don't like sweets, so that's fine. Yeah. But working in a kitchen where there's food, that was my trigger. That was like the minute that I had like the most ridiculous request, or just dealing with management, because I've worked in hotels throughout my career, so you deal with event coordinators, hotel GMs, hotel bosses. It's just been crazy. So I had to take a step back, and now I'm working from home. So I'm actually making cakes from home. So I've got a little bit more of a control over my environment.
So whenever I meet my pastry chefs or a chef in general, I always say that you guys work in the lion's den. I feel like you guys are working right there with the lions. I mean, you know?
Yeah.
So my hat goes off to you, young lady. So tell me, what's your favorite pastry to make?
I like pies.
Oh, praise God.
It's just, honestly, it's a basic. I do cakes, but pies are my thing. Pies, I just love pies.
I got to wipe my mouth. What's your favorite kind of pie to make?
Anything, honestly, anything. My favorite pie to eat is apple. I'm an apple pie, but.
What you know about that key lime pie?
Oh, I saw that you like key lime pie. I do make a good key lime pie.
Key lime pie is my
coconut crust and a little bit of passion fruit in it.
I need that.
We're going off on another tangent here.
I forgot other people in the room.
Sorry.
Goodness gracious. Thank you for sharing that with me, Keelan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Josie, tell me a little bit about you, sweetheart.
Okay, I'm from Phoenix.
And where are you from? Phoenix, Arizona.
Arizona.
I may be in Scottsdale around the May time frame.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday in May.
How far is that from Phoenix?
Well, Scottsdale, it's part of the metro. It's probably like 15 minutes from downtown at the most.
Okay, we'll have to hook up for a slice of key lime pie.
10 or 15. I don't know if they have key lime pie here.
They will.
The desert. My short-term goals?
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm in physical therapy, and I'd like to get out of physical therapy and be able to have more free range of movement in my knee and my ankle. I like hiking, so I'm slowly getting back into hiking, doing baby steps that way. I used to hike like 9-mile treks one way. I can't even do 3 miles one way now. But I'm trying, and I'm getting there. So I would like to be just back to feeling normal with just everyday movements, and at the same time getting fit. My physical therapist, I actually showed him your app, and he's very much impressed with everything that was on it, and he kind of gives me a thumbs up or down on what I can and can't do. So that's nice that you have it set up like that so that he can see it. So
what you do for a living? What do you do?
Right now I'm unemployed, so I'm looking for work, and I have a laboratory science degree without getting too specific. But I'm a part-time pet sitter right now, so I do pet sitting just for, just a little bit of money. It's nothing to make a living off of, but it is fun. But in the meantime, I'm looking for work in the lab. So that's it. I have lots of free time.
I want to hear from one more person, and then I'm going to talk to you guys just a little bit more about mindset, and then class will be over. Yeah, Tony, go ahead. I'd love to hear from you.
Hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Thank you for coming in. I'm so excited to have you here. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for having me. Hey everyone, my name is Tony and I'm 19. I am in Atlanta, Georgia. I attend Georgia State University as a full-time student and I major in broadcast journalism. And that's basically my reasoning. You know, I have, you know, diabetes that runs in my family. That's a big thing. And a couple years ago, I was diagnosed, I was pre-diabetic. And then, thank God, you know, I lost a little bit of weight, and then they said I was no longer pre-diabetic. So now my fear is getting back on that. You know, I don't want to go back on that borderline, you know, thing that's already kind of following me, as well as, you know, just being in the field as a journalist and, you know, being in the, you know, quote unquote entertainment industry. You know, there's a specific look. I want to be able to, you know, look good, you know, take my shirt off when needed, you know, just young people stuff. You know, I want to be able to change my wardrobe. You know, I've been wearing the same clothes for a long time because, you know, I've always had that, you know, wait till I lose weight. And now it's time, you know, I want to be able to literally take my entire closet and the only thing I keep is hangers and just be able to throw everything out, have to buy new belts, new shoes. And it's just a look and something that I'm really, really, you know, wanting and pushing for. And then, you know, with college, I gained the freshman 15, if that, probably freshman 20. And, so I'm just, you know, trying to change. You know, I do different things like, you know, I eat Greek yogurt now, a lot more granola bars, only drink water, so I cut out sodas and juices and stuff like that. But my main problem is sticking with it and staying continuous. I'm always on the go, so it's like I grab fast food when I can, but it's like, you know, when I grab fast food, got to grab the right thing because I'm always on the move, always going. I'm never in my room, it seems like. So, you know, just trying to be able to balance all that, especially as a young person, because, you know, I don't have an excuse. You know, I'm young. I should be able to get out there, go to the gym all the time. So I'm just trying to get back in that habit and keep that habit. So by my birthday, which is in June, which is 6 months from now, I plan on being able to walk around with my shirt off. That's my goal.
Oh, you really are trying to get naked. You supposed to be serious.
I'm going to be your next poster child. That's my goal right there.
There you go. Man, I love it. Well, thank you, Tony. I'm honored to have you, man. Thank you. So real quick, I want to just talk about mindset and awareness because so many of us aren't even aware of what's happening to us at any given moment. Because a lot of the things that we experience or that we go through are things that have just been instilled in us and we have no idea where it came from. I'll give you an example. How many of you here were taught that you had to clear your plate? Most of us, right? Well, let me tell you the problem with that. The problem with that is that the portion sizes here in the U.S. are 4 times larger today than they were back in the 50s. Not even to mention that the plates have doubled in size. The utensils have gotten bigger. So what do you think happens to our bodies when we're shoveling all that crap? And it's not even good quality crap. We're shoveling it in our face now. And we have no idea where that came from. That came from something. I mean, I was raised that way too. It's something, it stems back from the Great Depression. When they were on famine, feast or famine. And there was no such thing as not finishing your food because we don't know where the next meal is coming from. We have to eat what we've got right now. Well, here in 2016, that mentality does not exist because we have more than enough food to go around. We are not on a shortage of food here in the U.S. Not when I can go right down the corner and go get some Chick-fil-A. I can go right down the corner and get Burger King. We are not on a shortage here. So we still carry that mindset of finishing our food, you know, finishing everything on the plate, and it's just not reality for us. So I'm going to be uploading some PeriFit food logs on Facebook. And those PeriFit food guides are designed to keep you aware of what you're eating. They're a log, and I want you to start calculating every single thing you put into your mouth. And I want you to be aware of the emotions that you're exhiberating. I'm just creating words. I'm like Fantasia Marino over here, just making shit up. So I want you to be aware. I want you to become aware of what you're putting into your mouth and the emotions that you're feeling when you're eating. That's going to help us get to the bottom of emotional eating. That's one of the ways. For those of you who are returning challengers, you're already familiar with this log, but don't worry. Makeup words is fun sometimes. I don't know if you guys are able to see, but we're able to talk to one another in the chats. I don't know if it pops up in your phone or not, but anyhow. So becoming aware of what you're feeling when you're eating will help us get to the bottom of those emotional eating. And that's exactly what the PeriFit food guide or food log is there for. Now, for some of you, it's going to be eye-opening, because some of you are going to look back and you're going to see that in an entire day, you only ate maybe a little bit of breakfast. If some of you even do that, you may have completely skipped lunch. You had no snacks in between, and maybe you had, 14 cheeseburgers at night. That's going to give us an indication of what's happening to you. Because then I'm able to say, okay, well, this is of course emotional, but now I see that we need to figure out a way for this individual to eat more consistently. Maybe this individual needs a little more coaching in nutrition. They need a little more coaching here. So that's exactly what it's for. And you're only going to get from this challenge what you take from it. So the PeriFit food log is going to be up on Facebook in the next, whenever we finish here. So if you're not a part of the private Facebook community, please send me an email at justinbrownfitness@gmail.com. You guys already have that. And I'll get you the link sent immediately. And if for some reason, I'm not real sure about how the Facebook thing works, if for some reason I can't get it uploaded there, then I'll just send it out to you in email. But it's very important that you start to log every single thing you eat. I'm talking things that you don't even think are important. Gum, nuts, maybe you have a little bit of Skittle here, a bite of something here. That's all important. It's truly important. The environment that you eat in is very important. How many of you guys multitask while you eat? You eat and talk on the phone, you eat and watch TV, you eat and drive, you eat and talk to people? A lot of you? Yeah. Your attention is not on the food. Your attention is split. A lot of us are guilty. So don't feel bad. Hey, that's what we're here for. But your attention is split. You got to start to focus on what's happening in front of you, because there's a 10 to 15 minute disconnect between your brain and your stomach. 10 to 15 minutes, y'all, that's a long time. That's a shower for some people. Depending on who you are, that's sex for some people. 10 to 15 minutes, that's a long disconnect. So if you've gone a whole entire day and you haven't eaten, by the time you sit down and you're stuffing your face, you've been full 10 minutes ago and your brain is just now catching up. So again, we've got to get to the bottom of those emotional eating, and the PeriFit food log is going to help you guys do that. So I'll get that, I'll try to get that put up immediately on Facebook. All right. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the very first PeriFit School. That's it. This is what you can expect from each PeriFit School. You can expect a little discussion. You can, how does coffee fit into our meal plan? Wow, great question, Taryn. And I don't want you guys to just completely get off of coffee if you're accustomed to it, because coffee can be addictive. But what I recommend you guys do is to try to switch coffee with green tea. Try to do that. Try to switch it if you just need, you need that warmth, the wake up or whatever. A little green tea, some honey, and some lemon is excellent. So you don't have to wean off coffee altogether, but I want you to be weary, and I want you to know that coffee does dehydrate you. So if you're going to drink 1 cup of coffee, you need to be prepared to chase that with 2 cups of water. Okay? Someone said put butter in your coffee. Josie, someone said that. I did not say that. So don't do that. That even sounds nasty. As a matter of fact, didn't we just talk about milk 2 nights ago? Didn't we just talk about that? Didn't we? See, you're not listening. In case you guys don't know what I'm laughing at or what I'm talking about, if you look in the comments, you'll see that the people are able to, or the people, you guys, are able to send me messages just almost like on Periscope, except we're seeing each other right now. So that's what I'm answering. Okay, so this setup is exactly what you guys can expect to see every single PeriFit school. And it's going to last between 35, 45 minutes or so. I like you guys to tune in early if you're able to, so that way we can get class started right at 8. And make sure you always have notes with you, but don't worry because, again, this is being recorded and we'll be able to get this sent out to you. So, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in.